going to do that. And we said, oh, no way, why? We felt like we were being very responsible professionals. And he said, no. He said, there is enough negative energy in this room to last a lifetime. What we have to do is turn that energy around and put more positive energy into this space. Because he said that negative energy is going to drag us down, and it's just going to keep building on top of each other until we do something to shift it. So he said, oh, okay. So he said, I want you down here, and it was like 5 o'clock. He said, I want you down here in an hour. We are going to play music, we're going to sing, we're going to dance, we're going to have cocktails, we're going to just period, have fun. And we thought, oh, okay, well, we can do that, yeah, sure. So and we're basically pretty dumbfounded with this, because we're expecting something else. And he runs up the stairs, turns around, and he said, and remember this, it's our duty to be joyful. It's our duty to be joyful. So there you have it. Thank you. And I want to also just say publicly to these remarkable young men and women who are here for these last couple of days. You know, I was so moved by the commitment, the dedication, the willingness to put yourselves on the line in these last couple of days. I mean, I saw leadership in so many ways, and I just hope that we can continue, and you can continue, to have the kind of constructive dialogues that we've had in the last couple of days with each other, because you're the ones who are going to make the difference now. It's your generation that's going to shift the dynamics here in this conflict between Armenia and Turkey. You are the ones who are going to make the difference, and I am so proud. I am so proud to have been with you and to have observed your remarkable willingness to make a difference in both of your lives. So thank you everybody for that. Thank you. I don't know, okay. Did you want to do a Q&A, or did anybody have sorry? Did you want to? Does anybody for maybe a couple minutes want to? Yes, hi.
I'm Sarah from Portugal. I was graduate from sociology department.
You know, I'm having a very hard time hearing you. Do you have a microphone yet? Or maybe if you stand up. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Portugal. I just graduated from sociology department. So we talked about Armenian.
Wait, he's got a microphone.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Portugal. Graduate from sociology department. I want to ask you about the whole taxing issue that we had last weeks. You were here, so you witnessed some things.
Yeah.
And social media events. Since you talked about Armenian case and about peace and unity, how do you comment about it?
So what do I think about what's happening now with the protests?
Yeah.
Well, I think, my husband wrote to me and he said, Donna, you should write an op-ed piece about what's going on in Tucson right now. And, I obviously can see indignities everywhere, right? It doesn't take a brilliant analyst to see the kind of indignities that are being, perpetrated there. And I heard yesterday about the standing, right? Instead of protesting, the standing. And I thought that is, in some ways, that behavior is a way to juxtapose the indignities, with the tear gas. To me, that tear gas and those water cannons are, talk about being physically harmful and also psychologically harmful, violating safety. So I think we can look at do a framing of this as they're protesting against indignities, and yet I'm reluctant to label the government's behavior undignified. But I don't know. It's pretty hard to come to any other conclusion when you see see the harm that's being caused to the people. So, I mean, I'm only stating the obvious, right? I'm only stating, I'm not going to get into any deeper analysis than that, but I think if there can be some process, the only dignified way out of this, it seems to me, is if there's some process where both sides can sit in constructive dialogue, not just about Gezi Park and about the environmental issues, but about the other issues that people are down there protesting, the ways in which other people feel that their lives are being affected. There needs to be an opportunity for voice. There needs to be a chance for people to be seen, to be heard, to be listened to by the government. And I think both sides could benefit tremendously by sitting down and having constructive dialogue about what's happening. So that's what if I were consulted by your government, that's what I would do. I would suggest. Oh, you aren't asking a question? Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we're good. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Donna, again for your inspiring speech. It's always nice to hear your presentations. Right now, I would like to, before move on with last year's project winners, I would like to give you a brief information about what we did last year and about the short history of Peacemakers workshops, actually. The idea of organizing this project was brought to us by Shania, of course, about 3 years ago. And after getting the support of our president, both financially and emotionally, we consulted to our faculty members, who are also the members of our Globalization and Democratic Governance Research Center. And right now we have Professor Shubnazir Mozozvaj with us. And I would like to thank you again for your support during these processes. And throughout our discussions with our faculty members, we first learned about Dr. Donna Hicks's dignity model. And we are so lucky that she was so gracious to accept our offer, and she participated for the first time last year during the Peacemakers workshop. Last year in 2012, our aim was to focus on Turkish, Greek Cypriot, and Turkish Cypriot conflict. For that purpose, one day before the workshop, we organized a conference called Examining Peacemaking Conference. In addition to Dr. Donna Hicks, other valuable faculty members also participated. For example, Professor Ahmet Sözen from Eastern Mediterranean University, Professor Harry Dimitras from Bilgi University, Professor Nimet Beriker from Sabancı University, Professor Maria Hachipallo, she is with us today. Thank you, Maria, for coming. From the University of Cyprus, and Professor Rashad Bear, and also Professor Shubnazir Mozozvaj from Koç University made it a great conference last year. Following the 2 days after the conference, 5 Greek, 5 Turkish, 5 Greek Cypriot, and 5 Turkish Cypriot participants worked together with Dr. Donna Hicks on dignity model. In addition to having a chance to learn a very unique way to resolve conflicts at all levels of lives, they also had a chance to meet with great people from all these regions. And they formed long-lasting relationships and friendships. As far as I have been seeing for the last couple of days, I'm so glad to witness that this year's group has been also forming friendships and similar ties and close ties with each other. After the workshop last year, we stayed in touch with all of last year's participants through our website, Facebook, and Twitter pages by sharing news, articles, and music, and many other things actually. The time has gotten even stronger. And when we first opened up, for example, our Facebook page, we had 20 members. Now we have 73 members. And it's so nice to see that the family is getting bigger every day. With the leadership of Şenay, we have published 3 online newsletters and sent those to our network of more than 500 people from all around the world. Newsletters were created together with last year's participants and with their valuable input, of course. I must say that newsletters have reached so many people from all around the world last year. I even received emails from India, United States, China, from people would like to participate in this year's workshop, hopefully maybe in the coming years we can continue this workshop and then we can also invite them here. This is a great encouragement for all of us to take this initiative further in the coming months, and we hope to continue preparing these newsletters with the help and input of our new participants as well. In addition to social media and our newsletters, we also organized a project competition last year with last year's participants, and we wanted them to come up with ideas and projects that would serve to overcome prejudices and help resolving conflicts between Greek, Turkish Cypriot and Greek Cypriot people. Actually, we have two members of last year's participants today with us, Peter and Nicholas. Nicholas joined their team after they formed the group, and they will also give a presentation about their project after my speech. But before that, I just want to show you a short video clip of last year's participants' feedback, and after that we will move on with